we go. All right, 55 and 56. This is going to be short because Miss White's coming in. It took me a long time to get this set up. So we're looking at 55, 56. Here's your print version of it. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah. It says use a diagram or drawing to show the relationship between quantities. If needed, write an equation with an unknown to represent and solve each number source. So it's essentially what we did yesterday. I need eyes up here. Okay, just because we're in a new spot doesn't mean that we don't need to pay attention. It takes 3 hours to fly from Chicago to Alberta. That's probably important because there's a number there. So Chicago to Alberta is 3 hours. It takes 4 times that amount to fly from Chicago to Buenos Aires, Argentina. How many hours does it take to fly to Buenos Aires? That doesn't say Argentina. I was ready to say Argentina. So here's what we need to do. Literally right here it says it takes 4 times. So remember when you're doing these, we're trying to dissect what the words mean. We're trying to read for understanding. So it's 4 times that amount. What was that amount?
3 hours.
3 hours. So 4 times 3 to get to Buenos Aires. Do we know what Buenos Aires is? Do we know how long it takes to fly to Buenos Aires?
No.
So it's 4 times 3 equals question mark. Now we know when we use an unknown, do we use a question mark?
No.
No, rather we're going to use a letter. And we talked about which letters are okay to use. So write your number model with an unknown. And this one should be pretty easy to solve, so I'm okay if you solve it. I'm going to grab my sticks over here so that we can draw sticks. Braden, can you see okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did we put down for a number model with an unknown, Mackenzie?
I put 4 times 3 equals 3.
4 times 3 equals B. I did a lowercase b. Did you do a lowercase b?
No, I did uppercase.
That's okay though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And obviously then we just solved this. 4 times 3 is
12.
Can we do
12.
Can we do B equals 4 times 3?
Yes, could you? That's a good question. Can you do B equals 4 times 3? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah. That's okay. Taking a look at number 2. Shar used her chalk to draw a line that was 6 feet long. Diego's line was 36 feet long. So now, we know what Char's is. We know what Diego's is. Here's where we're going to have to dissect it. Diego's line, we know that, right? What is Diego's line? 3, 2, 1. Diego's line was?
36 feet long.
Okay, Diego's line, 36 feet, was, I said was is kind of like is. It's just past tense, right?
Yeah.
So is, we said, always means,
Equals.
so it's 36, Diego's line equals, read this right here.
How many times?
How many? Okay, we should really make sure we have our eyes up where the information is, because if your eyes are not where the information is, you're not going to learn as well as you could. So, how many then is a question. So this is our,
Question mark.
that's our question mark. Question mark times as long as Char's. Do we know Char?
Yeah.
How much did Char have?
6.
Okay, write your number model with unknown.
And then could we solve it?
Yeah. Okay, tell me what I should write with for my number model with unknowns. Hard harder to draw a stick now. Gavin.
I will 36 equals G, then times 6.
G times 6. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Could you have G times 6 equals 36? Would that be okay? Yeah, that would be okay too. Now, when we solve this, Mrs. Gaffney taught you back in 3rd grade, something times 6 thirsty chicks.
36.
So what should this G be?
6.
Now remember, there is another way to write this. You can write it as a multiplication problem. You can also write it as a division problem. So this, now, but why I'm doing this is because I'm guessing that most of you are probably more comfortable figuring out how many 6s you need to make 36, right? But you could also write this as 36 divided by 6 equals G, and then solve for G. Now, if you ever do write it this way, guys and gals, you can think of it, just think of it like this. Watch. Something times 6 is 36. You guys see that? I know that's not what the numbers and the symbols say, but that's how you can think about it to solve it if you ever do write it as a division problem. Go ahead, quick, Porter. Okay, I'm going to help you with the diagrams, but you're going to write the equations. I'm going to do the first one with you, and you're going to try and do the equations. Look, 4 times as many as 7. 4 times, what do we need over here? And a variable or an unknown. So what could your variable be? It could be variable, could be any number. I'm going to use 8. Oh, smart board.
Disgusting.
I'm gonna,
He's a bad smart board.
The dumb board.
there. Now I'm going to teach you how to do the diagram in just a hot second. You guys, oh, they mix it up on us. That's no fun. Well, the next one isn't just doing the equation. The next one's doing the comparison statement. That throws me for a loop. I wasn't expecting that.
Good joke.
Okay, so here's how you do the diagram. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You make a rectangle, mine obviously. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and we don't have much time because it took so much time getting everything set up today.
Honestly, I could do that for an hour.
You do that?
Yeah, it's a game, kind of.
Okay, so make a rectangle with a 7 in it. This is 1 with 7, so now watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that works?
Yeah.
4 groups of,
7.
and then you can solve it too if you, I guess in the equation I want the answer, so if you wanted to remove your variable, you could put in. Who's got a strategy for 4 times 7? That just isn't giving me the answer. Mackenzie, how would you do it?
I would think of what, I would think of I would think of 3 times 7, which is 21, and then I would add a 7 to 21.
Very good. 3 times 7, then add 7. Mine is similar to that, but I do 2 times 7 and then double it. Which is
that's what I do.
that's a good way to do it. So 2 times 7 is
I do 28.
14. Double it is.
28.
Excellent. That's an 8 on my dumb board.
Looks like a B.
Yep, I know. Let's just pretend it's an 8. Using our imaginations. Okay, so now we're writing the comparison statement for the next one. it's just like doing the same thing, guys. So this one would be 6, what does this say?
Times.
As many as,
5.
so 6 times as many as 5.
We have to do diagram again.
Yep,
Can we do the diagram?
you guys think you can?
Yep. No.
Yeah.
If you want, give it a try. I'll give you a hint, this is what you start with. Oh no, I did that wrong.
Should it be 5?
Should be 5. Then oh no, I messed up.
Is it actually 6?
So how many of those should you make then down below?
6.
Yep, very good. Good job.
5 boxes of 6.
You could do 5 boxes of 6, but then that statement, comparison statement, then Rajan would have to be 5 times as many as 6, right? Could flip-flop them. They're similar, but a little different. So again, what you want to do is you want to try and make your rectangles about the same size. I know it's not perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Mine went outside the box. Hopefully you were able to keep yours inside. If you weren't, it's cool. Okay. Yeah, Braylon. Alright, well then, not productive. Alright, here we go. Looking at the last one. This time they give us the representation. So if you look, it says R is the number of t-shirts Randy sold. Randy sold 11. K is the number of t-shirts Kristen sold. Kristen sold
4 times as many as
4 times as many as Randy. So that means that Kristen equals 4 times Randy. Whose don't we know? Randy's or Kristen's?
Kristen's.
Kristen is our question mark, right? So the first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to work backwards here. I'm going to write my equation and then I'm going to write my comparison statement, okay? You guys following me? So here we go. It literally says, what does it say there?
4 times.
Okay, so I'm going to start with 4 times. 4 times what?
11.
No. First, the name. 4 times Randy, right? Okay, I don't feel like I'm getting, everybody does everything right now. So focus up. It literally says 4 times as many as Randy. 4 times Randy. Okay? What was Randy?
11.
Randy was 11. Okay? So now we can write our comparison statement even before we solve it. 4 times, what should it say here, Delia?
11.
Delia, 4 times,
11.
no, 4 times
As many as Randall.
as many as what?
Randall.
But I don't want to put Randy in here, I want the numbers. 4 times as many as,
11.
there you go, very good. Solve it and you are done with that, we can go over math boxes.
Math boxes. Can I answer?
You should answer it.
I did. Didn't write
Brayden, how many t-shirts did Kristen sell?
35.
4 times 11.
44.
There you go, much better. Can't be 45, because then, I don't know.
I was going to say 44, but then it stopped out as 45.
We got it figured out. Good. Rajan.
There's actually an 11 trick for numbers that 1 through 9. So if you do a number times 11, it's just writing that number down twice.
You're right, yep. See, 4 times 11, 44.
What I do is
Okay, I'm going to go over your math boxes. And again, we don't have much time because we have guidance starting here soon. So I'm probably going to cut them down just a little bit today and make them a little shorter. But obviously, you'll have a little bit of time after lunch to work on them. So the number 24 has how many factors? Fill in the circle. You are going to do this one. This one is important. This is where you do the 24, and then you line it up like this. Pay attention. Then we're finding factors. So we're finding factor pairs. What's your first factor pair?
1 times 24.
1 times 24. And everybody has that cheat sheet in their folder. The next thing you would try is 2. 2 will work if 24 is even. Will 3 work? Well, to find out if 3 works, you go 2 plus 4 is 6. See if you can count that by 3's. 4 works if 2 works and the number matched with 2 is even, and so on. There's only going to be 1 here that works. Looking at number 2. Maybe is 3 years old. Maybe's brother is 4 times as old as Maybe. Write an equation with an unknown to represent the problem, then solve. This is what we've been working on the last 2 days. This is definitely a do one. Because I want to see if you're able to do multiplicative comparison problems. Questions on those? Okay. This one I think kids get wrong because they don't think about it. This is literally just kind of a counting thing. Television coverage of a hockey game began at 7 p.m. The game went into 3 overtimes and did not end until midnight. How many minutes did the game last? First, figure out if it starts at 7, 7, 8, 9. I don't even care if you count them on your fingers. I think that's a good way to do it. I think I would probably do it that way. Figure out how many hours it is by counting from 7 till midnight. That'll give you blank hours. But we need it in
Minutes.
so you have to take that and multiply by 60. What's the easiest way to do that?
Multiply.
Take and put your 0 from the 60 down. Take this number times 6 and put it down there. Right? All right. This one I'm going to cut down for you a little bit. I don't need your estimate. I don't want your estimate today. Today I just want your number model with so that means you won't have to compare your answer and your estimate. I just need your answer and your number model. So I'm going to go over how to do this. Pay attention. Benji gave away his entire set of 850 plastic blocks. He gave 358 to Carl and 267 blocks to Beth. How many blocks did he have left to give to Nico? This is how many he starts with. This many to Carl, this many to Beth. What do we need to do here? There's a couple options. Gavin, tell me what we need to do.
First, I'll do 358 plus 267, and then I'll see if I got there. If not, then
Well, you're not going to get there because there are some left for Nico.
and then I would take that answer and bless it and see to see and whatever number is in the middle is my answer.
Okay? That's one way. Delia.
I would add the 2 blocks and then I'd subtract them.
Okay, so add these together, then subtract from 850. But when you're writing your number model, what should come first? The 850. 50 should come first because we're taking away whatever we're adding here, right? So you're also going to need parentheses. Make sense? Okay, I'm going to leave that up. This is just where the smartboard messed up. Questions, comments, or concerns? All right, get to work. Maybe we don't have Miss White. I thought we did.